Hi, I'm Bill Winterberg of FPPad. Here with me today is Patrick Welsch of CitiesDigital. Patrick, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Bill.
So describe a little bit about what CitiesDigital does in the financial advisor space.
Well, CitiesDigital offers document management, email archiving, social media archiving, and consulting services for RAs that want to become more efficient.
Cool. So tell me more about your Laserfish implementations. I know that a lot of studies show that very few advisors are actually using real document management solutions. So what do you see as the biggest obstacle for some firms to take the leap and really implement a document management system?
I think that the biggest challenge is setting aside time to evaluate solutions as well as evaluate the challenges within their firm, where document management can really solve a lot of problems like back office workflow, integration into client portals, and really the taxonomy and indexing that goes into proper records management.
So there's a lot of moving parts here. So you describe your experience of getting into an RIA firm, learning what you can about them, and customizing that Laserfish implementation for them.
When we typically work with RIAs, what we end up doing is, first of all, trying to understand what they're trying to solve. What's really the biggest issue that their employees are facing, as well as their customers. And when we try to help them go paperless, the next step is really talking about compliance, because that's where we need to start. So what are we going to be doing with all this content? Where are we going to be storing it? How are we going to index it so we can make sure that it's reproducible easily and it's readily accessible? And then the next step is, how do we want to tie it into their business line? So whether it's going to be a line of business application, whether it's going to be CRM, whether it's going to be their reporting system, potentially even their trading system, depending on what type of firm it is. So we talk about the CRM integration next, and usually that revolves around some of the big names like Salesforce and Juncture and Microsoft CRM and others out there in the industry. We talk about how they want that integrated, and again, how they want their users to actually experience document management as it's integrated with CRM.
So Laserfish is not the only solution that you provide as a service from CitiesDigital. What are some of the other solutions that you've found some need for in the RIA space that you've been able to deliver?
Some of the other solutions we offer are email archiving, social media archiving, and we also offer tools like client portals and, again, integration into applications like reporting systems.
Mm-hmm. So you've found a way to complement a Laserfish installation with some of these add-ons. Maybe they're not add-ons, but some of these additional services. So your email archiving, your social media, they can all be routed into Laserfish. Is that right?
That's correct. We can actually capture email real time right out of either an Exchange environment or even a web-hosted email system. We can take that email and not only archive it to the same system where document management is occurring, but also we can utilize that email better. So advisors are able to capture email that might have contracts attached. So if their clients are emailing in signed copies of contracts, they can actually capture it and then real-time process those attachments like contracts for auto-indexing, linking it to a client portal, linking it to their CRM, and it's all done automatically in the background by utilizing our MagnaMail email archiving system and the Laserfish document management. From a social media side, we're able to capture tweets, we're able to capture Facebook posts, LinkedIn updates from all of the advisors as they're out there communicating with clients. We can capture that real time as well and push it into one central content management system.
I think that's pretty cool how you've extended the core features of Laserfish, and you've really covered a lot of different compliance areas and other needs that advisors have in their office. So tell me just about the average implementation. So for advisors out there that are excited about the opportunities to go paperless and implement a document management system, what does that average implementation look like?
Typical implementation on the document management side, if advisors are looking to go paperless and utilizing a tool like Laserfish, can be spread out into an investment over a few years where cost is actually only a few $100s per month. So it's very competitive in the marketplace. However, if they prefer to outright purchase it, it can be a little bit more expensive as an investment, but it's flexible. We also have, regarding email archiving and social media archiving, for a typical RIA of 5 to 10 people, the cost is, again, typically only a few $100s per month for either email or social media archiving.
See, I think generally a lot of advisors think that it might be a multi-$1,000 or maybe $10,000 commitment right up front, but it's interesting to hear that there are more flexible options available to them.
Exactly. It ends up being a very competitive environment when you compare it against a completely SaaS online system versus a tool like Laserfiche, which has extremely comprehensive set of tools, and you can get it at a very comparable price.
Well, I like that. I like that. So, Patrick, where can advisors find more information about Laserfiche and CitiesDigital?
Best place to go is our website at CitiesDigital.com, and at CitiesDigital.com you'll find information about all of our integrations with Laserfiche, the Laserfiche document management application, our email archiving and social media archiving application with brochures and videos.
Excellent, Patrick. Well, thank you so much for taking time to meet with me today, and I hope you have a great conference here at T3.
Thank you, Bill. You too.